Ndume, I support state police, but I'm not comfortable with Senate rushing to pass presidential bills. You are not comfortable. Okay, now. The Senate representative of New South under the All Progressive Congress, APC, and the former Senate Chief Whip, Senator Ndume, has declared the support for the past state police bill. Have they passed it already? Oh, wow. But maintain that the Senate should have devoted more time to deliberations before advancing the legislation. Wow. This comes after the Senate passed the bill to establish state police in Nigeria on Wednesday. They've already passed it. No, that was so fast. Wow, I didn't know. I thought they were still voting. They said everybody will vote one after the other. So, and they would do it manually. So I was like, it will take time. Not knowing that they've already passed it. Speaking with our News on Wednesday, the lawmaker described the Senate as a house of deliberation and stressed that senators are expected to critically examine and thoroughly debate major legislative proposals before taking decisions on them. Do you people deliberate when the president tells you that he wants to borrow money and you people just pass it immediately? Do you people deliberate on that one? If you ask for money by 2 p.m., 2:30, you people have already approved it. Do you people deliberate? It's a house of deliberation. I support the state creation wholeheartedly, but the Senate is supposed to be very matured enough and looking at things critically. What are they looking at critically again? I'm not comfortable with just the president bringing up anything and we are checking and rushing to pass it. Stated, well, that one, you have a point, because everything that the president brings, actually, everything, people used to approve it. He used to do check and balances. Anything that he says he wants people to pass, people pass it, especially for money. Russia, he said the other name of Senate literally is the House of Deliberation. We are elders because senators are supposed to be elders and are supposed to look out for any idea, look out and analyze it, and deliberate properly. Senator Ndume also agreed with suggestions that some lawmakers may be overly eager to align with the president's position, responding, which is true, when asked whether such pressure could affect legislative scrutiny. The senator, however, said concerns remained over the operational framework of state police, including funding, jurisdiction, and coordination among state commands, stressing that such issues would require careful considerations before implementation. I voted for the bill. My major concern, not from my aspect as a senator, is the intricacies, the implication, the law, the legal aspects. How do you synchronize it? How do you source their funds? How do they operate? He quizzed. In the fight against insecurity, Ndume further argued that state police should be seen as one component of broader security reforms rather than a standalone solution, insisting that improving security and citizens' welfare remains the government's primary constitutional responsibility. I agree with that this is supposed to be a component of a larger security reform, but going by what government is supposed to be, and that is what the Constitution says, specifically Section 14, Subsection 2 of our Constitution says the main purpose of government, and that is to say the existence of government is for security and welfare of its citizens. The major problem we have in this country now is security and welfare of citizens. So, if government is going to put everything, it is energy. I'm in support of that, he insisted. Okay. Responding to concerns over implementation, Senator Ndume argued that state police should not be dismissed before it is established. I disagree. We have not even done it. And how can you say it is not working or it is not going to work? That is a pessimistic view. We are talking about establishing a state police under unified command, improving on what we have on the ground, addressing fears that governors should weaponize state police against political opponents. The lawmaker acknowledged the concerns but argued that similar powers already exist under the current centralized security structure and insisted that adequate safeguards could prevent abuse. Like the Nigerian Police Force, we have, and the Nigerian Army, DSS, and everybody is under the CNC, and that is the president. Can you say he's abusing it? My colleagues have expressed that fear too, that if you create a state police under the state governor, once the governor does not like you, he will call the police commissioner. I don't know rules, I don't know constitutions, so somebody will just come and arrest you because they don't like you. Why? he will call the police commissioner there and say, Kai, come and pick Charles and lock him up till next month, and you'll be there locked up till next month. Because if he doesn't comply, another new commissioner will be taking over from you. But it doesn't work that way. Exactly, it doesn't work that way. Speaking further on concerns over political abuse of state police, Ndume said lawmakers have discussed the need for safeguard to prevent governors from using the outlets against political opponents, journalists, and critics, adding that experts and security professionals will be consulted in designing the framework. I know that's the fear of so many people, that when they do state police, some governors would abuse it and use it to start criticizing and, arresting their political opponents and everything, abusing that power that they have. But I think there should be things in place. There should be rules and regulations guiding it. Even if you are going to make state police, they should design a framework, like Ndume said, that will make them not be able to do that. You can't abuse it. You can't use it to just arrest somebody because you can. It should not be done that way. I think they should put things in place that would control them from doing that. This is what we discussed even today in the Senate. We said we have to put safety valves, exactly. And that is what the professionals, those that have experience, we noted. Drawing from Borno State experience with the Sunjesi, Senator Ndume argued that decentralized policing could strengthen local security efforts, citing the role played by civilian JTF and other community-based security outfits in supporting the military against insurgents. State police would have prevented some of the tragedies we've endured. As it is now, CARC in Borno is one of the most effective, and then we have the civilian JTF. They are working, they are very effective, and they are complementing the soldiers. So once you expand the armed forces or the security agencies in the country, well, right now there are some villages you don't have a police station. Talk less of having a police. If you have a state police, you assume that in every local government headquarters, at least there must be a DPO there, and that means we have security. And at least you have 20 to 30 people in that place. That means you have 20 to 30 people with AK-47. That means you have 20 to 30 people every day to defend the locality. That has been proven, he explained. Advocating for the eventual creation of local government police, Ndume argued that expanding community-based policing will strengthen security coverage. Indeed, I'm advocating not only state police, there should also be local government police or country police like abroad. That is not bad too. I do also express confidence that the state police initiative will succeed if properly implemented. Emphasis on properly implemented. I'm hoping that the president, who has been supporting this idea for a very long time, will see it work under his leadership, and it will go down in history, especially if it works. It will work well, we are assured. That's good. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.